Labor Day weekend is right around the corner. It's the end of the month, so let me show you which models are offering the best bang for buck lease deals right now. End of month is by far the best time to negotiate a car lease. The reason being, car dealers are desperately trying to meet monthly sales goals. Manufacturers provide extra payouts and benefits to dealers if they continuously hit their monthly sales target. Now, what you want to try to do is find a dealer that's close to selling or leasing just a few more cars to meet their end of month sales goals. That's when you get the best deals, sometimes even below dealer cost. So for these deals I'm about to show you, if you're interested, I recommend you contact at least the 5 closest dealers and get bids from each one. What you do is keep shopping the lowest bid until no dealer can beat it. I'll provide a link in the description below to my negotiation methods so you know exactly what to do. Now, without further ado, the number one best bang for buck lease deal right now is the 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 electric vehicle, specifically the SE trim that comes with more than 300 miles of range. It's got an MSRP of $47,245 and leases for $319 a month with 0 down. The bang for buck score on this is 148. So quickly, bang for buck is just the MSRP divided by the true monthly payment, which is the lease payment calculated with 0 down. Bang for buck shows you how much retail value you're getting for every dollar you spend on the monthly lease payment. Bang for bucks usually range between 50 and 150, with the average being about 78. Before I show you the rest of the lease deals, I want to explain exactly how I calculate these lease offers to make them more of a fair apples to apples comparison, no matter where you live in the country. First, all of the lease deals are recalculated to meet the standard 36-month, 12,000 miles per year lease terms. Now with luxury vehicles, I keep them at 10,000 miles per year. This is basically the standard lease that most people get. Some lease deals are advertised at lower prices, but they are limited to as little as 5,000 miles per year. And it's not really fair to compare their monthly payment to a 12,000 mile standard lease. So if you do want a low mileage lease, then expect to pay a little less than the payments that I'm going to show you. Number 2, I roll any down payment requirement into the monthly payment. So all of these lease deals are recalculated with 0 down payment required. Now this combats what I consider to be false advertising by manufacturers and dealers. They lure you with low monthly payments, but when you read the fine print, they require a huge down payment. So my list eliminates that scam. You truly see an apples to apples comparison on this channel. 3, I average deals across the nation for each model. Manufacturers offer different deals in different regions, some better than others. I take the average across the nation so you have a more realistic view of these deals. Sometimes one region will have a stellar deal that's only available in one state, so it's not fair just to highlight that when it's not available nationwide. I'll make another video highlighting those specific deals later. Lastly, it's important to note that these lease deals do not include taxes and fees, which can range widely from state to state. Typically, when you include these fees, which include dealer documentation fees, registration, and state and local taxes, is going to add anywhere from $75 to $150 to the monthly payment, depending on which state you live. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now that that's settled, let's take a look at the best lease deals for Labor Day 2024. Okay, we are on my website at realcartips.com. I'm gonna go over the best bang for buck lease deals right now. So I've got a full list here. We are sorting by bang for buck, and let's just go through this. So as mentioned earlier in the video, the 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 SE electric vehicle has the best bang for buck at 148, MSRP of $47,245 with a monthly payment of $319 a month with 0 down. Remember, all of these monthly payments have been calculated with 0 down payment. Next up, number 2 ranked is the 2024 Subaru Solterra. This is a SUV. It's got an MSRP of $46,340 with monthly payment of $337. It's pretty close to the Ioniq at 138 bang for buck. We also have the 2023 version, the limited, with a 129 bang for buck score. Now the problem with the Solterra, it's got limited range of in the low 200s. So that's kind of the biggest con with this SUV. Also, you'll notice on this top 10 list, these are mostly SUVs, electric SUVs, except for the Ioniq 6, which is a sedan that competes with the Tesla Model 3. So number 4 is the 2024 Toyota BZ4X. I don't know why Toyota named it this. It's terrible. But again, like the Solterra, a lot of people complain that it just doesn't have the range that they need. It's in the low 200s. For a car this expensive, it's you should be getting more range. The number 5 best bang for buck lease deals is the 2024 Honda Prologue. This is the touring version, and this is Honda's first electric SUV. So it's got an MSRP of $53,095 with a monthly payment of $419 with 0 down. So it's an excellent lease deal, bang for buck, $127. People seem to like this vehicle actually. They say it's a little boring, but it's got decent range, and you really can't go wrong with a Honda. Number 6 is the first non-SUV, which is the 2024 Honda Ioniq 6, the SE version. It's got a MSRP of $43,600 with a monthly payment of only $349 a month. I've actually test driven this car. It's excellent. It really does compete with the Model 3. Number 7 is 2024 Volkswagen ID4 Standard Edition, $39,735 MSRP, monthly payment of $320 a month. We got the 2024 Kia Niro EV in 8th place, MSRP of $39,600 with a monthly payment of $341. Now, I don't know why anyone would get this over the Honda Ioniq 5, especially since this one has an even less expensive monthly payment. Number 9, 2024 Kia EV6, $45,950 with a monthly payment of $397. And finishing our top 10 list is the 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid. So this is the first non-electric vehicle on this list. $43,975, monthly payment of $388, and the bang for buck is $113. So basically everything on the top 10 best bang for buck lease deals is electric or plug-in hybrid. And the reason for this is because there's a $7,500 EV tax credit that the manufacturers can actually pass on to anybody through a lease. So that's not the case if you're buying these cars. If you don't fit the salary requirements, you won't get that $7,500. So leasing these vehicles does make sense, especially if you don't qualify for these tax incentives. It really gets that bang for buck up there. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys now is the best bang for buck lease deals for non-electric vehicles. So let's just go ahead and select gas engine, and here's our top 10 list. So as you can see, the bang for bucks are a lot less. The best one has a bang for buck of 100. So this is a 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5, MSRP of $38,944 with a monthly payment of $405. Next is the 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT 4-wheel drive crew cab. This is very close with a 99 bang for buck, $55,370, $561 a month with 0 down. So these are both pickup trucks. We got the Mini Cooper 2025, $357 a month. Again, excellent bang for buck at 99. As I mentioned earlier, the average across all lease deals is about 78. So these are much better than the average. Again, we got another pickup truck, 2024 GMC Sierra 1500, $614 a month for a $58,000 vehicle. Number 5 is the Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited. This is the larger version, $576 a month, $53,290. Same bang for buck as the Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Now the thing is, this is $552 a monthly payment with a $51,000 MSRP. If we take a closer look at these lease deals, now the way I do these is I pick the very best bang for buck trim that's offered. So this is a limited 4x4. But if you look down a little bit, the Laredo version has a much lower MSRP and lower monthly payment, so $467 a month for similar bang for buck. It's not as good as the limited, but so on my site you can dig a little bit deeper and see if other trim levels are more to your liking. Number 7 is the 2024 Lexus IS 350F, $489 a month for a $45,000 vehicle. Again, 93 bang for buck. We got another pickup truck, number 8, the Ram 2500. This is a larger pickup truck, $589 a month for a $54,000 vehicle. We got an SUV Toyota 4Runner SR5, bang for buck of 92. And then finishing the top 10 list is the Volvo S90 B6 Plus all-wheel drive at $653 a month with a 92 bang for buck. This also happens to be the cheapest MSRP and cheapest payment you'll get on the S90. So next, let's just take a look and play around with these filters a little bit. I'll show you some other lease deals, like for hybrids. Let's take a look at the best bang for buck here. We've got the 2024 Lexus NX 450h Plus all-wheel drive, $63,745 with a monthly payment of $717. This is an excellent bang for buck at 90. You can take a look here. This is a Toyota Tundra hybrid. We got a couple more Lexus vehicles on the list, Hyundai Tucson, and we can also take a look at cheapest monthly payment here. For a hybrid, you're looking at the 2024 Kia Niro LX. It's got a monthly payment of $377 a month, but the vehicle's only has an MSRP of $27,000. So this has a bang for buck of 71. It's okay. It's below the average. At $377 a month, I think you can find a much better vehicle. But here you got the Toyota Corolla LE. This is a fantastic vehicle at $388 a month for a hybrid. You can take a look at the rest of the list here. Let's also take a look at all vehicle types for the cheapest ones. As far as cheap lease deals, we got the 2024 Hyundai Elantra SEL. Very good vehicle, $297 a month. So this is the only car that comes in below $300 a month right now. The bang for buck is good. It's 84, so it's above average. Next, you got the Kia Forte LXS at $303 a month. This is not a very good bang for buck though. It's rated poor. $20,500 is the MSRP on this. But if you're just looking for a cheap lease deal, I would actually test drive these vehicles and see if they suit your needs. Here, our best bang for buck lease deal, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 SE, $319 a month. And look how much more the MSRP is on this vehicle, $47,000. Now, there's an argument that can be made that this car is not worth $47,000. And, you can definitely argue that. But it is a great car. So it is the 4th cheapest lease deal that you can get right now, and the best bang for buck. Here you got the Volkswagen ID4. This was also on the top 10 bang for buck list. Subaru Impreza, Mazda CX-30, Kia Soul, Nissan Leaf. The Nissan Leaf hatchback actually in the Colorado region has the best overall lease deal of any vehicle because Colorado offers an extra $5,000 EV incentive. But that's only for Colorado residents, and I didn't want to put this as the top lease deal because it's not available nationwide. And for the 10th ranking, we got a 2024 Toyota Corolla LE. Excellent car, $23,000 MSRP at $330 a month. The bang for buck is not great, but this is a great vehicle. A lot would argue that you get a lot of car for the money. So let's take a look at some other types of vehicles here. Pickup trucks. The best bang for buck pickup is the GMC Hummer EV pickup. I don't think a lot of you will be buying this car. But the Ford F-150 Lightning XLT, $56,000 MSRP, and it's got a $552 monthly payment. Bang for buck of $103. That's excellent. We've seen the Toyota Tacoma, that this is the best bang for buck lease deal on gas vehicles. So as you get into the smaller pickup trucks, the bang for bucks start getting lower. So we can filter the size to medium pickup trucks, and you can see which ones offer the best bang for buck deals. Nissan Frontier, Honda Ridgeline, Hyundai Santa Cruz, Canyon. You can take a look at these. The best monthly payment is the Hyundai Santa Cruz, but some would argue this is not a real pickup truck. Again, the Toyota Tacoma is a great overall deal. Let's look at minivans. Minivans are not really great vehicles to lease, but the Toyota Sienna LE has the best bang for buck at 79. So that's just barely above average across all lease deals. And it's also got the lowest lease payment out of all the minivans. Let's look at small SUVs. These are basically, these first three are on the top 10 best bang for buck. Now, just to give you an idea of really bad lease deals, let's look at the worst bang for buck. So you definitely don't want to be leasing a Jaguar XF or a F-Type. This has an MSRP of $57,693 and a monthly payment of $1,142. Now, this is the advertised offer by the manufacturer. It's just terrible. So it's got a bang for buck of only 51. 2025 Ford Explorer, $991 monthly payment for $53,000. The Tesla Model S Plaid is not a very good lease deal. So you can see ones that you want to avoid. This one's terrible. The Kia Soul LX, $20,000 vehicle at $348 a month. So that's it for the best bang for buck lease deals. I hope you found this useful. I update these every single month. I scour all the manufacturers' websites and gather all of this information directly from them. So sometimes there are mistakes here and there, but usually it's the manufacturer that makes these mistakes. I just basically gather these and recalculate them to the 36-month, 12,000 mile standard lease deals with 0 down, just so it's easy to compare. And again, hope you found this useful. Have a great day, and please subscribe if you found this useful. Thank you.